What if the biggest thing standing between you and the life you want is not bad luck, not timing, not other people, but the quiet thoughts you repeat inside your mind every single day? Many people spend years searching outside themselves for answers, hoping something in the world will finally change their life. But true transformation often begins in a much quieter place. It begins within, in the way you speak to yourself, in the way you see your life, in the energy you carry when nobody else is around. The universe is always listening, not only to your words, but also to your feelings, your beliefs, and the silent conversations happening deep inside your heart. For years, people searched for the secret behind healing, peace, love, and powerful transformation. But the truth is, the secret was never complicated. It was not hidden in some difficult method or mysterious ritual. It was simple, gentle, and deeply powerful. Every single day, there was a conscious choice to think thoughts that healed instead of thoughts that harmed. A choice to believe in hope instead of fear. A choice to trust life instead of constantly worrying about everything that could go wrong. And slowly, life began changing from the inside out. Most people wake up in the morning already expecting stress, problems, disappointment, or struggle. Before the day even begins, the mind starts replaying old pain, fear, and negative memories. Without realizing it, many people prepare themselves for heaviness every single day. Thoughts carry energy, and whatever energy you repeat again and again slowly becomes the atmosphere of your life. When the mind stays focused on fear, lack, sadness, and doubt, life begins reflecting those emotions back to you. But when you begin filling your inner world with peace, gratitude, kindness, and trust, something beautiful starts to happen. Your energy changes. Your reactions change. Your choices begin to change. And over time, your reality starts changing too. Miracles are not reserved for special people. They are not only for the lucky few. Real miracles begin the moment a person stops fighting against themselves. The moment they stop speaking harshly to their own soul. The moment they stop believing they are broken, forgotten, or unworthy of love and happiness. Healing begins when kindness enters your inner world. Peace begins when you stop carrying so much fear inside your heart. And abundance begins when you finally believe you are worthy of receiving good things. Maybe that is why you are here today. Maybe a part of you is tired of overthinking, struggling, and carrying emotional weight for too long. Maybe a part of you is ready to believe that life can become softer, lighter, calmer, and more beautiful. And maybe your miracle does not begin tomorrow. Maybe it begins with the thoughts you choose today. Every thought you repeat inside your mind becomes a quiet message sent into your life. Most people do not realize how powerful their inner voice truly is. They pay attention to what they say out loud, but they ignore the thoughts they repeat silently all day long. Thoughts like, nothing ever works for me. I'm tired of struggling. Maybe life will never change. Slowly become emotional patterns. And when those patterns repeat every day, They begin shaping the way a person feels, reacts, and experiences life. The mind is always listening to what you tell it. The heart is always responding to what you believe, and the universe reflects the energy you continue to carry within yourself. Many people unknowingly live in survival mode for years. They wake up already expecting stress. They expect delays, disappointment, rejection, and problems before the day even begins. Their mind becomes trained to search for what is wrong instead of what is possible. Over time, this creates emotional exhaustion, not because life is always against them, but because their inner world has become filled with fear, pressure, and doubt. When the mind constantly focuses on lack, it becomes difficult to notice blessings. When a person constantly expects pain, even good moments can feel temporary or unsafe. But the beautiful thing is this: thoughts can be changed. The mind can be retrained. A new emotional reality can begin the moment a person becomes aware what they are feeding themselves every single day. The thoughts you repeat are like seeds planted into your future. If you plant fear every day, fear grows stronger. If you plant peace, trust, gratitude, and hope, those emotions slowly begin growing too. This is why becoming aware of your inner conversations is one of the most powerful things you can ever do for your life. Sometimes people believe manifestation is only about saying positive words for a few minutes and expecting miracles overnight. But true change happens deeper than that. It happens when your thoughts begin changing naturally throughout the day, when your inner voice becomes softer, when you stop attacking yourself for every mistake, when you stop expecting the worst all the time. Little by little, your energy begins to shift. And once your energy shifts, your life starts responding differently too. Your mind is like a mirror constantly reflecting what you believe about yourself and about life. If you believe you are unworthy, you may unknowingly push away good things. If you believe life is always difficult, you may continue attracting situations that confirm that belief. But when you begin believing that healing is possible, that peace is possible, that happiness can belong to you too, something inside you starts opening. You begin creating space for miracles without even realizing it. That is why awareness is the beginning of transformation. The moment you notice your thoughts, instead of automatically believing every negative feeling, you take your power back. And sometimes, the smallest change in thinking becomes the first step toward the biggest change in life. One of the most powerful secrets to manifesting miracles is learning how to speak to yourself with love. Not sometimes. Not only on good days, but every single day, especially during the moments when life feels heavy, confusing, or painful. Many people are kind to everyone around them, yet deeply harsh with themselves. They encourage others, support others, and forgive others, but inside their own mind, they carry criticism, blame, guilt, and pressure. Over time, this creates emotional wounds that slowly drain peace, confidence, and hope from the heart. The words you repeat to yourself matter more than you realize. Your mind listens to everything you say. When you constantly tell yourself that you are not good enough, not attractive enough, not successful enough, or not worthy enough, your energy begins shrinking. Fear grows stronger. Doubt becomes louder. And slowly, you start disconnecting from your natural ability to receive love, happiness, and abundance. But when you begin speaking to yourself with gentleness, patience, and compassion, something inside you begins healing. Loving self-talk is not pretending life is perfect. It is choosing not to become your own enemy. It is learning to comfort yourself instead of attacking yourself during difficult moments. Imagine how different life would feel if your inner voice sounded supportive instead of cruel. Imagine waking up and telling yourself, I am safe. I am growing. Good things can happen to me too. Those simple words may seem small, but repeated daily, they begin changing the emotional atmosphere inside your mind and body. Most people wait for the outside world to make them feel worthy. They wait for success, relationships, money, or approval before they finally allow themselves to feel good enough. But true transformation begins within. The moment you start giving yourself the love you have been searching for outside, your energy changes. You stop chasing validation so desperately. You stop feeling empty all the time. And slowly, you begin attracting healthier experiences because your relationship with yourself becomes healthier too. There is something very powerful about choosing loving thoughts consistently. At first, the mind may resist. Negative thinking may still appear because it has been repeated for so many years. But every time you replace criticism with kindness, you weaken old emotional patterns. Every time you choose peace over self-hate, healing grows stronger inside you. Little by little, your inner world becomes softer, calmer, and safer. And that is where miracles often begin. Not in loud, dramatic moments, but in quiet, daily choices. In the decision to stop speaking darkness into your own life. In the decision to believe that your words carry energy. When your inner voice becomes filled with love instead of fear, you stop fighting yourself so much. And once that happens, life itself begins feeling lighter. Opportunities feel closer. Peace feels possible. And the universe starts responding to the new energy you are finally giving yourself every single day. Gratitude is one of the quietest, but most powerful energies a person can carry. It has the ability to change the way you see your life, the way you feel inside your heart, and the kind of experiences you begin attracting toward yourself. Most people think gratitude only comes after something good happens. They believe they can feel thankful once life improves, once the money arrives, once healing appears, or once their problems finally disappear. But true gratitude works differently. Real gratitude begins before physical proof arrives. It begins in the middle of uncertainty. It begins when a person chooses to appreciate life, even while still growing through difficult moments. When the mind stays focused only on what is missing, life can start feeling empty, no matter how much a person already has. Many people become trapped in a cycle of constantly noticing problems, delays, and disappointments. Their attention stays connected to lack, and whatever you focus on emotionally becomes stronger in your experience. But gratitude gently shifts your focus. Instead of training the mind to search for what is wrong, it teaches the heart to notice what is still beautiful, peaceful, and meaningful in the present moment. Sometimes the smallest blessings are the ones that heal us the most. A peaceful morning, a deep breath, a kind message, a quiet moment of rest after a difficult day, the ability to begin again. Gratitude slows the mind down enough to notice these moments. And when you start noticing blessings more often, your energy naturally becomes lighter. Hope begins returning. Fear loosens its grip. You stop feeling completely disconnected from joy. Gratitude also sends a powerful message to the universe. It says, I trust that good things are already flowing into my life, even before seeing the full result. Gratitude places your energy in a state of receiving instead of resisting. Many people unknowingly block their own peace because they constantly think, nothing good ever happens for me. But gratitude opens the heart. It reminds you that life is not only pain. There is still beauty here. There is still a possibility here. There is still something worth appreciating, even now. This does not mean pretending difficult emotions do not exist. Gratitude is not about forcing fake happiness. It is about creating balance within yourself. It is choosing not to let darkness become the only thing you see. Even during hard seasons, there is always something your soul can hold on to. And sometimes, that small shift in focus becomes the beginning of emotional healing. The more grateful you become, the more peaceful your energy starts feeling. You stop rushing life so desperately. You stop feeling completely trapped by fear and lack. Instead of constantly asking, why is nothing changing? You begin noticing the quiet ways life is already supporting you. And slowly, miracles begin entering your life in ways you may not expect. Not always all at once, but gently, naturally, and at the perfect time. One of the hardest things for many people to do is simply relax and trust life. The mind becomes so used to worrying, controlling, overthinking, and forcing everything to happen quickly that peace starts feeling unfamiliar. Many people carry the belief that if they stop worrying, everything will fall apart. So they stay trapped in constant pressure, trying to predict every problem before it happens. But living this way slowly exhausts the heart and blocks the natural flow of peace, clarity, and manifestation. Sometimes the more tightly a person holds onto fear, the heavier life begins to feel. The mind keeps asking, what if nothing changes? What if things go wrong again? What if I fail? And these thoughts create emotional resistance inside the body. Even when good things are trying to enter a person's life, fear can make them feel unsafe receiving them. That is why learning to let go is such a powerful part of transformation. Letting go does not mean giving up on your dreams. It means releasing the fear that says everything must happen exactly the way you expect. There is a quiet strength in trusting that life is still working for you, even when you cannot see the full picture yet. Not every delay is punishment. Not every closed door means failure. Sometimes life is simply preparing you, protecting you, or guiding you towards something better than what you imagined. But when the mind is filled with panic all the time, it becomes difficult to hear that guidance. Fear creates noise. Peace creates clarity. The universe responds differently when your energy is calm instead of desperate. Many people try to manifest from a place of fear. They constantly check for signs, force outcomes, and emotionally chase what they want because deep down they are afraid it may never come. But desperation pushes peace away. Trust brings peace back. When you trust, your heart relaxes. Your energy softens. You stop fighting life every moment of the day. Think about how much energy is wasted carrying worry about things that have not even happened yet. So many sleepless nights, so much emotional pressure, so many painful thoughts repeated again and again. And yet, some of the best moments in life arrive unexpectedly, naturally, and at the perfect time. Life often moves beautifully when we stop trying to control every detail. This does not mean you will never feel fear again. Fear is part of being human. But you no longer have to let fear lead your entire life. You can choose trust even while things are still unfolding. You can choose peace even before the answer arrives. You can remind yourself that not everything needs to be solved today. And sometimes, the miracle begins the moment you finally breathe deeply and stop carrying the entire universe on your shoulders. Sometimes healing begins when you stop forcing life and start allowing life to flow. Because when resistance fades, peace enters. And where peace enters, miracles often follow quietly behind it. Many people spend their entire lives believing they are not truly worthy of happiness, love, success, peace, or abundance. Even if they never say it out loud, deep inside they carry painful thoughts like, maybe I don't deserve good things, or why would life work out for someone like me? These hidden beliefs quietly affect everything. They affect relationships, opportunities, confidence, and even the ability to receive blessings when they finally arrive. A person may pray for something beautiful, but if they secretly feel unworthy inside, they may push it away without realizing it. Sometimes these feelings begin in childhood. Sometimes they come from painful experiences, rejection, failure, heartbreak, or years of criticism. Over time, people start building an identity around struggle. They become so used to disappointment that receiving love or peace begins to feel unfamiliar. They expect things to go wrong because pain has become emotionally normal to them. And when something good finally appears, fear whispers, "This won't last," or "You don't deserve this." This is how many people unknowingly block their own joy. But healing begins the moment you understand something important. Your worth was never created by other people's opinions. Your value does not disappear because of mistakes, failures, or difficult seasons. You are already worthy simply because you exist. You do not have to earn the right to be loved. You do not have to suffer forever before life is allowed to become beautiful for you too. The moment a person starts believing they are worthy of receiving good things, their energy begins changing. They stop begging life for crumbs. They stop settling for constant pain. They stop believing they must always struggle to deserve rest or happiness. Instead, they begin opening their hearts to new possibilities. They begin allowing themselves to dream again. And slowly, the universe responds to that new energy. Feeling worthy is not arrogance. It is not believing you are better than anyone else. It is simply accepting that your life matters too. Your healing matters. Your peace matters. Your happiness matters. So many people spend years giving love to everyone around them while secretly starving themselves emotionally. But you cannot continue pouring from an empty heart forever. At some point, you must begin giving kindness, patience, and compassion to yourself too. When you truly believe you are worthy, you stop chasing validation so desperately. You stop needing constant proof from the outside world to feel valuable. Your confidence becomes calmer and more peaceful. You begin trusting that good things can happen for you without fear controlling every thought. And this inner shift changes the way you move through life. Miracles often begin the moment a person finally says, I deserve peace. I deserve healing. I deserve love. I deserve a beautiful life too. Those words may seem simple, but they carry powerful energy. Because the universe can only reflect what you are finally willing to believe about yourself. Many people want a new life, but they are still emotionally holding on to old pain. They carry past heartbreak, guilt, anger, disappointment, rejection, and painful memories deep inside their hearts every single day. Even when they smile on the outside, part of them is still living in yesterday's wounds. And over time, that emotional weight becomes exhausting. It affects the way they think, the way they trust, the way they love, and even the way they see themselves. The past quietly follows them everywhere because they never truly gave themselves permission to heal. Sometimes people become so connected to their pain that they do not know who they are without it anymore. They replay old conversations in their mind. They keep thinking about what they should have done differently. They blame themselves for mistakes they made years ago, or they carry anger toward people who hurt them deeply. But holding on to emotional pain for too long slowly steals peace from the present moment. It becomes difficult to fully receive happiness while carrying so much heaviness inside. Healing does not mean pretending the past never happened. It does not mean saying painful experiences were acceptable or fair. Healing means deciding that your future deserves more space in your heart than your suffering does. It means choosing not to let old wounds control your entire life anymore. Forgiveness is not always about the other person. Sometimes forgiveness is the gift you give yourself so your soul can finally breathe again. Many people do not realize how much emotional energy is trapped inside unresolved pain. Fear, resentment, guilt, shame, and sadness can quietly block peace, clarity, and manifestation. The heart becomes emotionally crowded, and when the heart is crowded with old pain, it becomes difficult for new blessings to fully enter. That is why emotional healing is such an important part of transformation. You are not weak for needing time to heal. You are human. There comes a moment when a person must gently say to themselves, "I cannot continue punishing myself forever." Maybe you made mistakes in the past. Maybe someone deeply hurt you. Maybe life did not go the way you hoped it would. But your pain is not your permanent identity. You are allowed to grow beyond the hardest chapters of your life. You are allowed to become someone peaceful again. Healing often happens slowly, one thought at a time, one choice at a time. Sometimes it begins simply by speaking more kindly to yourself. Sometimes it begins by letting yourself rest without guilt. Sometimes it begins by finally releasing the pressure to be perfect. Little by little, your heart becomes lighter, your mind becomes calmer, and the emotional space, once filled with pain, slowly begins filling with peace instead. The moment you stop carrying the past like a heavy chain around your soul, your energy begins changing. Hope returns. Trust returns. Life starts feeling possible again. And often, that is when miracles quietly begin entering your life. Because healing creates room for new energy. And when new energy enters your heart, a new reality can begin entering your life too. One of the most powerful shifts a person can make is learning to live as if good things are already on the way. Most people spend their days expecting disappointment without even realizing it. They wake up worried. They think about what could go wrong. They prepare themselves emotionally for struggle because pain has become familiar. And when a person constantly expects negativity, their energy becomes heavy and closed. But manifestation begins changing the moment expectation changes. Living with positive expectations does not mean pretending every moment is perfect. It means choosing to believe that life still has beautiful things waiting for you. It means waking up with the quiet belief that something good can happen today. A peaceful conversation, a new opportunity, a moment of healing, a small breakthrough. Sometimes miracles begin with this simple emotional shift from fear to trust. The way you emotionally prepare for the future matters more than you realize. If you constantly expect rejection, you may unknowingly pull away from opportunities before they even arrive. If you constantly expect failure, your mind becomes filled with hesitation and doubt. But when you begin expecting life to support you instead of harm you, your entire energy starts changing. Your posture changes. Your mindset changes. The way you speak changes. And slowly the experiences you attract begin changing too. There is a special kind of peace that comes from believing your blessings are already moving toward you, even if you cannot see them yet. Not everything meaningful arrives immediately. Some things are unfolding quietly behind the scenes. Sometimes life is arranging people opportunities, healing, and answers in ways your mind cannot fully understand yet. But if you spend all your time worrying, you may miss the beauty of what is slowly coming together for you. Many people unknowingly block their own joy because they only allow themselves to feel hopeful after receiving proof. They think, "I'll relax once everything works out." But true manifestation often works the opposite way. First, the energy shifts within you. First, the heart opens. First, trust begins growing. And then life slowly starts reflecting that energy back to you. This is why it is so important to protect your hope, protect your peace, protect the quiet belief that your life can improve. Even if things feel uncertain right now, you do not have to emotionally live in darkness. You can choose thoughts that support your future instead of thoughts that destroy it. You can begin speaking about your life with more faith instead of constant fear. Imagine how different life feels when you stop waking up expecting struggle every day. Imagine greeting life with openness instead of tension. Imagine trusting that the universe has not forgotten you, that your healing matters, that your dreams matter, that your life still has beautiful chapters waiting to unfold. Sometimes miracles begin the moment you stop asking, "What if everything goes wrong?" and start believing, "What if everything finally works out?" Because the energy of expectation is powerful. And when your heart truly begins expecting good things, you naturally start making space for them to enter your life. There is incredible power in having a peaceful mind. In today's world, so many people live with constant noise inside their heads. Their minds never truly rest. They overthink every situation, replay painful memories, worry about the future, and carry emotional pressure from morning until night. Even during quiet moments, the mind keeps running endlessly. And over time, this constant mental noise creates exhaustion deep within the heart and body. Many people are physically resting, but emotionally they still feel tired because their mind never feels calm. A peaceful mind is not created by having a perfect life. It is created by learning how to protect your inner world, no matter what is happening around you. Peace begins when you stop giving every negative thought complete control over your emotions. It begins when you stop reacting to every fear as if it is the absolute truth. Thoughts will always come and go, but not every thought deserves your energy. Some thoughts are simply old fears repeating themselves. Some are created by stress, pain, or uncertainty. And when you learn to observe them without letting them control you, your mind slowly becomes lighter. Many people search for miracles while living in constant emotional chaos. But it becomes difficult to hear guidance, intuition, or inner wisdom when the mind is always overwhelmed. Peace creates clarity. A calm mind can think more clearly, feel more deeply, and respond to life with greater trust. When your mind becomes peaceful, you stop making every decision from fear. You stop expecting disaster all the time. You begin breathing more deeply, sleeping more peacefully, and moving through life with more emotional balance. Sometimes people believe they must always stay busy or constantly solve every problem immediately. But healing often happens in quiet moments, in moments of stillness, in moments when you allow yourself to pause and simply exist without pressure. Peace gives your soul room to recover. It reminds your nervous system that you are safe. And when your body begins feeling safe again, your entire energy changes. Protecting your peace is one of the greatest forms of self-love. This means being careful about what you allow into your mind every day. The conversations you listen to, the thoughts you repeat, the energy you surround yourself with. Everything affects your inner world. If you constantly feed your mind fear, anger, negativity, and stress, peace becomes difficult to maintain. But when you intentionally choose calmness, kindness, gratitude, and hope, your inner world slowly transforms. A peaceful mind also strengthens your connection with life itself. You begin noticing small signs of beauty again. You feel more present, more grounded, more connected to yourself. Instead of constantly rushing toward the next problem, you begin appreciating the moment you are living right now. And often, this peaceful energy naturally attracts better experiences into your life because your heart is no longer trapped in survival mode. Sometimes the miracle is not only receiving what you asked for. Sometimes the miracle is finally feeling calm again after carrying emotional heaviness for so long. Sometimes the miracle is waking up without fear controlling your heart. And sometimes, true transformation begins the moment peace becomes stronger than the chaos inside your mind. At the end of the day, miracles do not begin far away from you. They begin within you. They begin in the thoughts you choose every morning, the words you speak to yourself, the peace you allow into your heart, and the love you finally decide to give yourself. Real transformation is not always loud or dramatic. Sometimes it happens quietly, one healing thought at a time, one peaceful moment at a time, one gentle decision at a time. And little by little, your inner world begins changing. Then your outer world slowly follows. No matter what you have been through, no matter how heavy life has felt recently, never forget this. You are not broken. You are not forgotten. You are not too late to begin again. There is still peace waiting for you. There is still healing waiting for you. There are still beautiful things trying to enter your life. Sometimes the universe is simply waiting for you to believe that you deserve them too. So starting today, speak to yourself with kindness. Protect your peace. Trust life a little more. Let go of the fear that says nothing will ever change. Your thoughts carry energy. Your heart carries power. And every loving choice you make inside yourself slowly creates a new reality around you. If this message resonated with your heart, take a moment to like this video. Share it with someone who may need these words today. And leave a comment below about the miracle you are ready to welcome into your life. And if you want more peaceful and healing messages like this, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and continue this journey of transformation together. Remember, good things are still possible for you, and your new chapter may already be beginning.